Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Gibson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Come the ending. You better bring it. No. Off. Hey, alert 3. Deuce. Check. Shit. Bombs out there. Let's go.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
45.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive.
He fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now Haskins on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And this is caught. It's Parker. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Back to throw here. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going to look deep for Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He'll drop to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm here all day. 55, my guy, 55.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Get ready.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 30.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. On first down, here's Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Let's go now. Go to base. Check 45 to mine. Exit.
2nd and 11. And this is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is Breida on the draw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They're not ready for this.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing path.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready. Hey, come on. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll set up a throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 5. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
What? Go. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Check 45. Come on.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And the Redskin 1st down.
Pull together. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. 45. Mike, 45. And
2nd and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Complete. It's a rookie from Ohio State, Terry McLaurin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Redskins 34, Dolphins 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check.
They'll look to throw here. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
Here's Breida. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution.